Chinese Armed Forces, an airborne laser device that could track submarines with the largest active personnel on the globe. Guess the country has an airborne laser system that could track submarines. Yes, you're correct, it is the People's Republic of China. The Liberation Army has undergone a transformation, from a vast but outmoded force to a small but effective one. The Chinese have a sophisticated military that is capable. The military has greatly increased its budget. The Navy, the Air Force, and new strategic units are all on the way, as well as reducing the strength of its land-based army as part of a broader strategic move aimed at improving the People's Liberation Army must be transformed. Greetings everyone, hello there, and thank you for visiting our YouTube channel. This is where we talk about the most recent news, rumors, and viewpoints. So let's get started, but first, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. The People's Liberation Army (PLA) is the armed forces of the People's Republic of China (PRC), founded in 1949 and still in power today, as well as the armed wing of that country's founding and leading political party, the Communist Party of China (CCP). Along with a number of lesser units directly under the Central Military Commission (CMC), the PLA has 5 primary service branches: the Ground Force (PLAGF), the Navy (PLAN), the Air Force (PLAAF), the Rocket Force (PLARF), and the Strategic Support Force (SSF) (PLASSF). In accordance with their geographical location, the vast majority of military units throughout the country are allocated to one of 5 theater commands. People's Liberation Army of China (PLA) is the world's largest military force excluding paramilitary and reserve forces, and it has the world's second highest defense budget. China's military is also one of the world's most rapidly upgrading militaries. It has been described as a future military superpower because of its strong regional defensive capabilities and growing global power projection capabilities. The People's Republic of China's armed forces are explicitly under the command of the Communist Party of China, CCP, and the Central Military Commission (CMC) is designated as the country's national military command. For legal and governmental tasks, the party CMC acts under the name of the state CMC, and for diplomatic functions it operates under the name of the Ceremonial Ministry of National Defense, MOD. As a result of the CCP's absolute civilian control of the military, the PLA is required to adhere to the doctrine of the party commands the gun, which was derived from a speech delivered by Mao Zedong on the 7th of August 1927 at the start of the Chinese Civil War, which states that party commands the gun. This means that the PLA is not a national army in the sense of traditional Western nation states, but rather a political army of the armed branch of the CCP itself, as its allegiance is sole to the party and not to the state or any constitutional framework. The chairman of the Central Military Commission serves as the country's commander-in-chief, customarily also the general secretary of the Chinese Communist Party. The transformation of a comprehensive modern force, PLA is made up of 5 highly qualified individuals. The ground force is comprised of service branches: the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army. The rocket-propelled armament, in addition to the PLA's Strategic Support Force, is the most powerful military force on the planet, and is the second most populous country in the world. One of the largest defense budgets in the world is that of the United States. Military powers that are upgrading at the fastest rate in the world. It has been referred to be a planet by some, with the potential to be a military superpower major regional fortification, as well as an increase in power projection capabilities on a global scale. The PLA ranks 3rd in the world in terms of credit. A military force with the most power. Military spending in the People's Republic of China. The Liberation Army has risen by around tenfold. In percentage terms per year for the previous 15 years, 2018 and 19 saw each other. Budgetary increases that are big as well. China made an announcement in 2018. A budget of $165 billion and $500 million, a rise of 8.1% over 2017 dollars. And the budget for 2019 is expected to reach $100 billion, $76 billion, and $1 billion, resulting in a rise of 7.5%, more than in 2018. Researchers have developed an airborne laser system, that might be used to track submarines deep in the ocean. This device may be able to detect things underwater, items that are more than 160 meters beneath the surface of the ocean as sea twice as deep as the gadgets that are already in use. The airborne laser system, which is still in use today, was in April of this year. The South China Seas were tested. China became the third country in the world in 2021 as well. The first country in the world to have sent a man into space with flight. Space can be reached by its own methods. On the 15th of October 2003 and another on the 15th of October 2003, on the 12th of October 2005 there was a flight. There were also further flights by the PLA in 2008. The Navy employs approximately 290,000 people, as well as around 70 combat ships, many of which have reached the age of a vessel at this time. China's arsenal consists of between 100 and 200 weapons. The United States has 400 nuclear weapons under its control. They are the 2nd Artillery Corps, and they have vowed that they would never be the first to employ those nuclear bombs. To be precise in terms of their conscription in the military service to the PLA's active duty military personnel consists of more than 2 million, with a reserve of a total of 510,000 people who are employed by a military duty from a technical stance. Everyone is required to participate in the PLA, however in practice, they are Chinese nationals. There is no requirement for military service because the PLA has been in place since 1949 started recruiting enough people to fill the available positions. All 18-year-old males have given their consent voluntarily. In order to become a registered member of government authority in a manner that is acceptable, selective service in the military is analogous to this. The United States of America. When it comes to cyber warfare, there are several options. Conviction in the effectiveness of Western military doctrine, the fact that the PLA has already begun to engage. There have been countries that have used this strategy. There have been huge rises in the number of people, a rumored Chinese military operation that began from 1999 to the present. There have been cyber-related events. Cyber warfare has acquired popularity in the modern day. Recognizability is a worthwhile strategy due to the fact that it is an unbalanced technique. The Chinese information includes this as part of its overall structure. Following the decommissioning of its nuclear arsenal, China conducted its first nuclear test on October 16, 1964. Became the first state to publicly voice its opposition to, on July 1st, the United States made its first nuclear bomb use. In 1966, the 2nd Artillery Corps will be established. Then, in 1967, the People's Republic of China was established and constituted. A fully operational hydrogen bomb was successfully tested. Only 32 months had passed since they had made their decision. As a result, China developed the world's first fission device, the shortest distance between fission and fusion. The PLA has made significant advancements in recent times. A variety of space-based systems have been deployed for military purposes, which may include photography intelligence satellite systems such as those used by the Xeon series as well as the military. Have additionally protected communication satellites for which the PLA is responsible in addition to the Chinese space program in terms of their weapons and other stuff. According to the Department of Defense of the United States Department, China is experimenting with kinetic energy. High-powered lasers are used in energy warfare. High-powered microwave weapons with a particle accelerator, the electromagnetic spectrum, and beam weaponry repulse weapons, which grow in power as the pulse rate increases. Money for military China was likewise elevated to the position of the third greatest exporter of main commodities in the world from 2010 through 2014. The armaments industry, it has a percentage of its total aircraft strength consists of 3,187 warships, 1,222 fighters, and 1,564 aircraft fighters on the attack, 193 transport, 1,281 assault helicopters, and a total of 281 helicopters. When it comes to the strength of its land, China consists of 13,050 combat tanks with armor. Vehicles with a 40,000-mile range are available. The cost of self-propelled artillery is $4,000. It also has 6,246 pounds of towed artillery, contains a total of 2,050 rocket launchers. When it comes to naval capability, the United States is the leader. The total number of naval assets is approximately 714, with 1 aircraft carrier, 52 frigates, 33 destroyers, 42 corvettes, and 42 destroyers. There are 76 submarines, 192 patrol vessels, and 33 aircraft carriers. Vessels with mine warfare capabilities. Thank you for tuning in today. Please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more information about military issues. Weaponry in the future. Please share your thoughts, please share your ideas in the comment section below. Please let us know what you would like us to discuss next. Have a wonderful day, take care, and bye.